guys, it's Yanni. Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another VSG through the VA updates on my move program. I just finished week 10, so I have 2 weeks left. So I wanted to start with my weight today. You guys, I lost 2 pounds last week. I'm 259, so that's 11 pounds altogether. I'm shocked. Like, I do not think that this was possible at this point in time. Like, I didn't think that I would be able to just change the way that I'm eating, work out a little bit more, and see results like this. Like, this never happens. So, I'm really proud of myself. Like, I'm pushing myself. I'm trying to be the best that I can be. And we're seeing results. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully the doctors see that I am trying and they approve me for surgery. I would be so happy about that. So my successes this week were I added in a lot more of non-starchy vegetables, which I'm extremely excited about. Into almost all meal times except for breakfast. Like, for whatever reason, like, I love eggs, but I don't like eggs with like cheese, or I don't like eggs with veggies in it. Like, I just like basic old scrambled eggs, like salt and pepper. That's it. Like, I'm very basic when it comes to my eggs. So it's just kind of like when other things are added to it, it just doesn't taste right. So I've left the veggies out of that, but I do have veggies for snack. So I'll have some carrots like in between breakfast and lunch, and it kind of incorporates itself into that. So it's super helpful. And then I really want to say my challenges this week were like my stress level was like through the roof. And I've been kind of going through one of my moods recently, so my motivation is like negative. But I still did what I had to do. I just didn't do it with like enthusiasm. Like, I just was like, well, let me just get it done. Like, it wasn't one of those things where I was just like, yes, I get to go work out. I get to do this. I'm going to eat right. Like, I was just kind of like, let me just do what I need to do to make sure I'm not gaining weight, to make sure I stay losing weight, and then I'll be fine. Laying in bed most of the day after working out. Like, I didn't want to do anything. So, hopefully because of this week is Thanksgiving, which happy Thanksgiving to everyone watching this. I hope it went really well, or it's going to go well. This year's a little different for us. We're not visiting any family. It's just me and my son. So, I'll be cooking my first Thanksgiving on my own. I'm gonna try and make it as healthy as possible, but I have been craving my mom's dressing, which she learned from her dad, my grandpa. So I'm excited about that. I'm just nervous that I'm not gonna make it, like, it's not gonna taste the same. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like when mom does it, it tastes great, but like when you try to do it, it doesn't taste as good, but it's still good. I just want it to taste as good as possible. I just hope I don't mess it up. So we're going to be working on that dressing. And then I don't eat turkey. I think turkey is just nasty. It's dry and it's just not my thing. So I'm eating ham this year, as I always do. And we're going to have collard greens and candied yams and what else did I say? Deviled eggs. And what else? And cake. When someone's cake, I wanted to make a pie, but I've never made a pie before. I was gonna make a sweet potato pie, but I've never made it before. So I'm just gonna stick to what I know and make a cake. So we're gonna do that, but I'm gonna make cupcakes, and then I'm gonna take half of them to my sister's house so that they can eat them and I don't have to eat them by myself. So yeah, so this week, we went over triggers and cues. So a lot of my triggers have to do with like the jobs that I've worked, or my stress or being bored or just plain on watching TV, like just stuff like that. Like I just have these triggers. So it's just kind of like one of my triggers is when I watch a movie, I have to have some type of snack, popcorn, whatever. So I've kind of been working on that myself anyways, just kind of like, obviously with like quarantine and everybody, you know, staying in the house because of COVID. I've been watching a lot of shows recently, especially because, you know, I only have school on certain days, and then the rest of the week I'm just kind of sitting at home studying for my registration test, or watching TV. So it's just kind of like, sometimes I just want to snack on something because I'm watching TV. Like, it's not, there's no reason for it. It's just kind of like, that's just what I want to do. But I've kind of noticed that when I'm watching movies, my brain goes, oh, get popcorn. So instead of doing that, I'm trying to make better choices and not have to snack all the time. I don't really snack. I try to stick to at least one snack a day. If I do get 2 snacks a day, a lot of times it's yogurt or like Skinny Pop or baby carrots and ranch. Love that. Or like cucumbers and tomatoes, and like I try to stick to like the healthier options, especially because like sometimes I just want something crunchy. So the baby carrots are like my go-to for that, because I get to satisfy that like craving of like something crunchy. So yeah, so we pretty much went over like the strategies of like triggers and cues, like how to deal with them. So one of the strategies was to avoid the trigger or keep it out of sight. So I have a thing for chips. Love Cheeto Puffs, and sour cream and onion Lays, barbecue Lays, Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Like, you know what I mean? Just chips. And with having my son, I don't want to like force him to eat the way that I'm eating. Like, yes, we eat dinner together and he eats what I eat for dinner. So he's always eating like at least one healthy meal a day. But it's just kind of like his snacking consists of chips. And so a lot of the times the boxes of chips that I get from Costco or Walmart or wherever have Cheeto Puffs in them. And my son does not like Cheetos unless they're Flamin' Hot Cheetos. So they just sit there. And not gonna lie, I've had a bag or two. Not as many as I would normally have, because I would normally eat all of them. But I have been limiting my intake of chips. I'm trying not to eat them at all, but if I do, I only eat one bag and then I kind of move on from it. I'm not gonna completely deprive myself of that. I don't feel it's necessary to do that, so we're just gonna keep that. But I do keep them out of sight, so I move them. So they're not in my pantry anymore. They are in a cabinet that I don't really use, so that I don't see them, so that they're not like, ooh, I need like, ooh, bag of chips, like, you know what I mean? So I've moved them, which I'm super happy about because I don't have to worry about them anymore. And I try to just not do it. And then another strategy was to add new cues that help you lead a healthier life. So I feel like those times where I crave things that I shouldn't have, I'm going to distract myself with something else. So I journal, and it's helped me tremendously. I've been journaling since I was like 12. So I just like to write my thoughts down. So I feel like in those moments when I have like a trigger or a craving or something of that matter, like I can just sit and write it out, or I can go for a walk or go for a bike ride with my son. Just distract myself from other things and not have to worry about what my brain is telling me at this point in time. And then another strategy was to build new, healthier habits to replace problem habits. So again, going for walks, bike rides, maybe even playing video games with my son, Something to just get my mind off of whatever it is that I'm dealing with. So, another thing that we talked about was managing your environment. So my environment is pretty chaotic. When I say depression is a thing, depression is a thing. And sometimes it prevents me from being the most productive. So right now my house looks like a tornado hit it. Like genuinely looks like a tornado hit it. I have clothes everywhere. I need to wash. I need to vacuum. I need to sweep my floors downstairs. I kind of need to tidy my kitchen because my son does the dishes. But I clean the kitchen, so I need to clean the kitchen. It's just a bunch of things. But like I was saying this past week, I was just kind of going through a moment and I stopped doing the things that I should be doing just as an adult. Taking care of my space, and I haven't, and I've been neglecting it. And with the child that I have and his human tornado self, he kind of just messes things up. So I haven't really gone behind him and cleaned like I normally do. But this week I will, because I'm in a better headspace. I'm just in a different place right now. I feel like I've kind of gotten through that dip that I had. And this week is going to be clean the house and make it how I like it. So that's what's going to happen. And I'm just going to make sure my environment is conducive to my weight loss. And I think I'm going to turn half of my office into a gym. So hopefully next year, I can get a treadmill. One I've been looking at on Amazon, it's about $300. And I think that'll be good, especially because Texas during the summertime is very humid and very hot, and I do not like being outside. And so I feel like that will help me, because then I won't have to worry about like, oh, I'm going to get heat stroke from being outside, because it's 98 degrees, but it feels like 106. Like, I don't want to deal with that again. This past summer was terrible, and I stayed in the house the majority of it because it was just too much for me. Like, I don't like being hot. California heat is a little different because it's dry, so it's just kind of like I can deal with that. But like this humid stuff, I don't like to feel sticky. I don't like to feel like I got out of the shower and now I'm sweating again. I gotta take another shower. Like, I hate that feel. Like, I can't. Love my house, love my area. If I could just uproot everything and move it to a drier climate, I definitely would. I plan on moving in the next like 5 years. But we'll see. But I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. But in the foreseeable future, I will not be living in Texas for very long. So, there's that. So we also went over conquering cravings. So this is what I was saying with like, I crave sweet things after I eat salty things. Like, I've always kind of been that way. So it's like, if I have something salty, a lot of the times I'm like, ooh, I need something sweet to kind of like curb all the saltiness going on in my mouth. So a lot of my meals, especially like lunch and stuff, like I'll have like a sandwich. Like, I'll have a ham sandwich with carrots and ranch, and then I'll have like a yogurt or grapes on the side, because I need something sweet to kind of like cut that saltiness. And I'm a huge ice cream fan. So it's one of those things where it's just kind of like I need to learn to either distract it or confront it. So with distracting it, one of the things I can do is say, no, one of the things that I can do with distraction is kind of moving past it, like acting like it doesn't exist, redirecting my energy and my attention to something else, just kind of like leaving it where it is. Or I can confront it and say that I don't need it and I eat something like an orange or some grapes or something like that. Like just redirecting myself, kind of pushing myself in the direction of healthier options instead of constantly going for those things that I don't need, like cookies and ice cream and cake and things of that nature. So I'm working on that. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I keep nothing but like yogurt and like different fruits in the house just to like curb that sweet tooth that I have. And it's been working. I haven't had ice cream in about a month now. So I'm proud of myself because ice cream is a thing. Like I used to get Chick-fil-A ice cream all the time because it's one of my favorite things. And my mama likes it, so it kind of makes me feel like I'm close to her when I have it. So my goals this week are just to maintain the goals that I already have. I've been doing really good with all of the goals that I've had. So adding in strength training, adding in flexibility and stretching, adding in more veggies, more non-starchy veggies, and limiting like my potatoes and rice and stuff like that, like starchy vegetables, like just kind of reducing those. And then for this week specifically, because it's Thanksgiving week, picking healthier options for Thanksgiving. So like I was saying before, like I plan to still eat the same, like similar things to what I normally eat during Thanksgiving. However, because there's always numerous amount of people around during Thanksgiving, I obviously won't have as much because it's just me and my son. So I'll just be cooking enough for us to have dinner for a few nights. I'm not making like a huge Thanksgiving. It's just unnecessary. So yeah, so I'll just be making that, but it's just kind of like I'll still have my collard greens, which is my vegetable. I'm going to make them how my mom makes them. And yeah, but then it's just like my candy yams. I'll limit on how much sugar and how much brown sugar and marshmallows I put on them. But it's still gonna happen because my son loves them that way. And then my ham is really small. My deviled eggs are really good. And I can have like one or two of those, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain things, and it's just like my slices of cake will be small. Well, actually, instead of a cake, I'm gonna make cupcakes, so that I can take them to my sister's house, so that she can, like, her family can eat them. I don't need 12 cupcakes. So yeah, I'm going to take some of my food over to my sister's house as well, because she just had my niece Marley, and I'm so excited because I get to see her today. I'm so excited, y'all. You have no idea. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this week. I am getting down to the wire. So my nutritionist told me that with the program, after the 12 weeks, for the 12-week process, they meet with me every week. And then after the 12 weeks, they meet with me monthly. So I'm okay with that. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that. That makes complete sense. So while I'm in process of doing everything that I need to be doing to get approved for surgery through the VA, I'll still be meeting with him monthly instead of weekly, which is fine, and I'm not worried about it. I'm still going to continue to read my modules. I'm still going to continue to track my meals. I'm still going to continue to lose this weight because I want to show my surgeon and my doctor and the VA that I'm willing to do whatever I need to do to make sure that I am healthy, and we're going to do that. So, yeah, so I appreciate you guys for coming back and watching this video. I know it's probably longer than some of my other videos, but this one kind of sat with me a little bit just because I do have these issues and I'm trying to kind of maneuver around them. I go to therapy every other week. to keep me kind of focused and grounded and help me just figure out what I need to be doing to maintain what I'm already doing. So that's super helpful. But then I appreciate all of my new subscribers and my old subscribers and everyone who just comes to support me. You know, I appreciate all of the love and all of the likes and the comments, and if you could share, that would mean everything to me. This journey is not an easy one, but it's one that I'm determined to follow and keep going until I'm where I feel comfortable, and then maintain. So that's what's gonna happen. Thanks for coming and spending this time with me. I really appreciate all of you, like I said. And happy Thanksgiving again. If you're watching this before, and then happy Thanksgiving. I hope it was great if you're watching this afterwards. I cannot wait to decorate. I'll probably vlog that of putting up our Christmas tree, because I think we're gonna put up our Christmas tree on Thanksgiving. I like to wait till December 1st. I'm not one of those like early decorators, but I like to wait till December 1st. But I think we're gonna do it on Thanksgiving. So that should be fun. I will vlog that. So you guys will see kind of me and my son's day. But thanks for coming and watching this video. I appreciate you guys, and have a good one.